Hello, Bramley Broncos. Normally, we would do course selection in the cafeteria and have a course option assembly. However, being that we're not at school, I'm going to record the slideshow so that you can go through it and then open my blueprint on Wednesday to allow you to start course selection. So let's begin. The very first thing you're going to want to do is review the Bramley course offerings, which I have sent through the Google Classroom. That has the list of all courses available for grade 10 and further. You're going to want to know the 5 compulsory courses you need and what level you're going to take them. In grade 10, there's 5 compulsory courses that you need. And then there's 3 optional courses that you get to take. And that will be based on your pathway, if you're going to college or university or to work, and your interest. What are you interested in doing? So remember that high school is a 4-year program. Within those 4 years, you will get 30 credits. 18 of them are compulsory, meaning that you have no option, you have to take them. 12 of them are optional, and those are based on what your interests and pathways will be. You also will need 40 hours of community service. I know that's a little bit difficult to be doing right now, but there are some online opportunities that I posted in the Google Classroom. And of course, you need to complete the literacy test. This year, I think we're doing that literacy test in the spring for grade 10s, but we have not heard about anything from the government yet. You don't have to worry about that until next year. So these are the compulsory credits. I said that you needed 18. These are the compulsory credits that you need. You need 4 English. I put a check mark there because you should have completed one of them by the end of grade 9. 3 math. One of them will have been completed by the end of grade 9. 2 science. An arts credit. If you did not do an arts credit, remember arts can include drama or music, or digital music, or visual arts. If you have not done one in grade 9, you need to do one in grade 10. You should have done your geography credit in grade 9. In grade 10, you'll do your history credit. You should have done your French credit in grade 9. In grade 10, you'll do your careers and civics. Both of them are worth half a credit to equal 1 full credit. And you need a phys ed, which you should have done in grade 9. So from these, which compulsory courses do you still need? Do you still need to pick up that arts credit? In addition, at some point, you will need 1 credit in each of these boxes. So at some point, you'll need an additional credit in either art or business or phys ed or cooperative education or French. You will also need 1 credit in Canadian World Studies or English, social science, French, native language, etc. And you'll need 1 credit in senior science or tech, computer studies, French, or co-op. Okay, if you plan on doing co-op, if your truck and coach or transportation student plan on doing co-op, you can see that co-op will really take a lot of these out of the way for you. As you move through the grades, your number of options increase, obviously. In grade 9, you had the ability to take 2 optional credits, but next year you have the option to take 3. And the year after, you'll get more, and in grade 12, even more. Okay, and again, these optionals really will become more focused on the pathway you're interested in pursuing. If you're interested in pursuing a science pathway at the university level, those options will become sciences like biology and chemistry and physics and maths. If you're interested in pursuing, a social science or French degree, those options will be taken up with French credits. If you're interested in pursuing a college nursing, those will be college biologies and college maths. If you're interested in pursuing a transportation trade, co-op is your best option. Okay, and the transportation program at our school. So in grade 10, these are the 5 compulsory courses you need to take: English, math, science, history, careers, and civics. Okay? The only choice that you get is at what level you take each of those courses. So typically English, you can take the applied, the academic, or the locally developed. Math, again, applied, academic, or locally developed. Science, applied, academic, and locally developed. History only has academic or applied or ESL. Careers and civics are open. There is no level that you have to take them. Okay, so you need 3 additional credits on top of these. And one of those may be your art, depending on whether you're going to take it in grade 9. For you transportation kids in the Schism program, you did not take art in grade 9. You need to take it in grade 10. If you are a grade 10 immersion student, these are the courses you need to choose. Your English, your math, your science, your histories in French, it's histoire. Your careers and your civics are also in French. Okay, so you need to be choosing GLC 20V and GLC HV 20V. You also need French drama, ADA 20V, and your French immersion, FIF 2DO. Okay, so as you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 courses that are immersion courses in grade 10. 2 of those courses, history and careers and civics, are mandatory classes. If you're a transportation student, you need to take your English, your math, your science, your history, your careers and civics. Okay, there's the 5 that everybody else is taking. Then you need to take your art credit because you didn't have the opportunity to take it in grade 9. And you can take your art credit in visual arts, drama, or music. And then you need to choose the 2 transportation courses, the TTJ2OR and the TDJ2OR. So the optional courses available in grade 10 for you: drama, art, visual art, music, you can do instrumental, keyboard, or guitar, an introduction to business, which sort of brings in all the businesses, accounting, marketing, entrepreneurship into one course, French, Spanish, gym, music and computers, which is a digital music program, and you don't need to have music experience to do this, auto, communication technology, and I'm going to attach a video that Mr. Daly has attached that shows really what this course is all about that may help you. Construction, tech design, learning strategies, Spanish, I think I put Spanish there twice actually, food and nutrition, and clothing. Okay, and clothing leads into the fashion course. Food and nutrition is cooking based this year. When you're choosing the academic level that you are taking the course, think about your commitment to academic success. Okay, look at your teacher and your counselor recommendations. If you don't know what level you should take for math next year, ask your math teacher what they think. Look at your academic achievements so far. You know, if you're getting a 53 in academic math, you may not want to pursue academic math in grade 10, okay, because you might not have the foundation to do well at that. You need to look at your pathway. What is your destination? Where are you going? Do you need academic courses? Do you need applied level courses? Where do you plan on going post-secondary? So generally the pathways go this way. If you took grade 9 academic and had success, you would move into grade 10 academic. If you took grade 9 applied, you would generally move to grade 10 applied. However, you can move between those, right? You can move from academic to applied. You can move from applied to academic. There's only one class that you can't do that with, and that's math. You can't move from grade 9 applied level math to grade 10 academic math without doing a repeat or transfer course. Okay, English and science, you can do that. And typically grade 9 locally developed would move to grade 10 locally developed. So again, you really need to consider what your pathway, and I know this is difficult halfway through grade 9, and it's not something you have to know for sure yet. But there are pathways that you can follow, which will include college, university, an apprenticeship, or to work. And we will go more into those pathways as we move through the years at Bramalea. But so you have a basic understanding, universities, generally, if you are looking at a university pathway, you should be taking academic courses, which lead into university level courses. To go to university, you need a minimum of 6 grade 12 U or M courses, okay? And the only mandatory one would be English. You must have English university level grade 12 to go to university. And then what other courses they're asking you for. If you're going into science, you'll need to have grade 12 university biology, grade 12 university chemistry, grade 12 university math. Okay, but if you're not going into a science or business or math pathway at university, you don't need to have university level math. If you go to college, you need grade 12 college level English, and then they will put prerequisites on classes. So if you were going into nursing, you'll need to have college level biology, college level chemistry, college level math. You can also go to college to do degrees. So university is not the only spot to do degrees anymore. You can do them at colleges, and they are just as effective. It is the exact same thing. It is a bachelor, okay, a bachelor degree. And the reason that colleges now offer them is because the workforce thought that students coming out of university were very theoretical based, but had no hands-on experience, and they were therefore pretty ineffective in the workplace. So the government allowed colleges to offer degrees, and those degrees have much more hands-on experiences with them and co-ops. Okay, so some of the degrees at college are amazing in terms of engineering and computer science and business. However, you still need to have the exact same prerequisites as you would going to university, regardless of whether you're doing the degree at a college. You still need the 6th grade 12 university or M-level courses. And if you're going to an apprenticeship or work, you should be thinking about taking OEAP in your last year of school. And there's so many different, and OEAP is the Ontario Youth Apprenticeship Program, and you can do that within our co-op program. So co-op is the most important program for those looking to go into an apprenticeship or work after grade 12. So a lot of students will come down and say that they want to work in the health industry. That's why I put this up. And I just want you to be aware that there's so many different avenues to get to a particular field, and so many different ways to do that. For example, medical radiation technologist is a diploma program. Okay, that's a college level program, one of the highest paying college level programs. Health administration can be a bachelor, okay, university program, or a college program. Paramedicine is a joint degree and diploma program, doing a degree and a diploma, university and college at the same time. Kinesiology is a bachelor program at university. Bioethics is also. Developmental service worker can be done as an apprenticeship. Addiction and mental health graduate is something you would do after you get a diploma as a postgraduate certificate. Personal trainer is just entrepreneurship. You can do it yourself. So there's so many ways to get into a particular industry. You really want to know the general field that you want to work in, and then we'll find out a pathway that will work for you. And most employment sectors have a full range of employment opportunities for different pathways. So I put on here child and youth worker and social work. So child and youth work are things like Steve Williams and Sarah Woonfat, and as Shauna do at our school. They work with kids out of the contact room. Those workers, child and youth workers, have a college diploma, a 3-year college diploma, or an apprenticeship certificate. If you wanted to move on from that, you could do a university degree in social work and a master's degree in social work. And our social worker at our school, Miriam Jonkry, has her master's in social work. So they're both doing relatively the same things. They're working with students within a high school setting, but there are different pay grades and different responsibilities each one has. So I just went to I updated this with Canada's top 25 jobs just because I think they'll surprise people. So this is taken from last year, Canadian Business 2019, showing what the top jobs are in Canada. And it's not just top jobs pay-wise, it's top jobs in terms of what the future outlook is. And these are in no particular order. Nurse practitioner isn't number one on the list. I just put it one. So nurse practitioner, $104,000 a year average salary. Dentist, engineering manager, pipe fitting supervisor, mining and quarry supervisor, power systems electrician, statistician, construction manager, occupational therapist, power line and cable worker, a principal, financial manager, human resource manager, police officer, elevator mechanic, health and community service managers, oil and gas drilling supervisor. What I want to really point out from this list is these are not all university degrees. Right, an elevator mechanic is a college degree. A construction manager is a college diploma. Sorry, I should have said college diploma with an elevator mechanic as well. Oil and gas drilling supervisor can go in as an apprenticeship and then a diploma. Engineering manager. So many of these, pipe mining and quarry supervisor. So many of these start off as college diplomas, and then from working in the field, you can gain experiences and move up in the industry. So important points to remember: choose your classes wisely. Don't randomly choose classes, right? And maybe from last year that Once you then, look in April, once you get your courses, you start in September and say, oh man, why did I choose these courses? I need to change. The room in the courses is very limited. And the last few years has been even more so with the government's cutbacks in terms of classes available. So choose the classes you want, because the likelihood of you being able to change them is getting more and more unlikely. Choose full 8 credits. You don't qualify for spare. And also choose an alternate credit. There's room on your thing to choose an alternate credit. And that's just in case a course gets canceled or you don't get into a course. Based on number, we want to make sure we get you your next best course. Be sure you choose your 5 compulsory courses: your English, your math, your science, your history, and careers and civics. And be careful to choose the right gym. If you're a girl, PPL 20F, F for female. If you're a boy, PPL 20M, M for male. Math, really, you should have about 70% in grade 9 academic math to continue and be successful in grade 10 academic math. I'm not telling you that you have to do this, but this is where we see the most success. You can't switch, like I said before, from applied level math, grade 9, to academic in grade 10 without doing a transfer course or by taking the full grade 9 course in summer school. Get your volunteers hours done early. I say this, I put this in, but I know that this is difficult this year. Summer school available. If you want to do summer school, it becomes available early as March. It was really early last year. If you passed a course and want to increase a mark, which is really unnecessary for grade 9 courses, remember that that's a full 1 month course. You don't get to do a 2-week makeup. 2-week makeups are only if you failed a course, with more than 35%, but less than 50 is just a 2-week makeup in summer school. And I'm thinking that summer school will probably be done virtually again this year, but I'm unsure. The Google Classroom is really important. Okay, make sure you're always checking that for volunteer opportunities, work opportunities for the summer, activity level forms, volunteer hour forms. Activity level, if you are part of any clubs, you're going to want to fill out an activity letter form for yourself each year to keep record of that, because at graduation, if you have enough points, depending on how many clubs and things you have done, you will be awarded with a Bramley B at commencement. Okay, so how do you choose your courses? We're back to Myblueprint. You use this form in grade 8 to choose courses. I'm going to go through it quickly to show you and give you a quick reminder. But the window will open Wednesday, January 13th, and the window will hard close Friday, January 29th at 3 o'clock. Please remember that your courses are time stamped, meaning the earlier you choose, the more guaranteed you are into those courses. The later you choose, we only offer 1 section or 2 sections of auto. The first 42 kids are going to get into it. The other kids will get their alternate course. So choose as early as you can, but make sure you're choosing the right classes.